Welcome everyone to Joseph Makes Skincare. My name's Joseph. Today I'm going to discuss with you a very exciting ingredient known as salicylic acid. Now, salicylic acid is what's known as a beta hydroxyl acid, which is part of a larger group of organic acids known as hydroxyl acids. They basically split into two categories. First category is alpha hydroxyl acids, which I'm sure you've all heard of, glycolic acid, lactic acid, citric acid, and so on and so forth. And then you have your beta hydroxyl acids, of which salicylic acid is one of. Now, salicylic acid differs from its cousins alpha hydroxyl acids in that the molecules are much, much smaller, rendering them far more capable of penetrating the deeper layers of the skin. Typically, salicylic acid is used in lotions and serums for acneic skin, simply because it's able to penetrate deeper into the skin, where it then sloughs and loosens the glue which holds dead skin cells together, and then sloughs them away, revealing brighter, fresher skin. Salicylic acid also has a antibacterial property. I do believe it's the only hydroxyl acid which has this property. However, this bottle cost me about £20. That's probably about $35. Could be wrong there, but I'm not an expert on monetary exchange values. There is an alternative to using salicylic acid in skincare. Salicylic acid is a bit tricky to use because it's not water soluble like the vast majority of hydroxyl acids are. Salicylic acid is fat soluble and alcohol soluble. However, it's certainly not water soluble, making it, as I say, a bit tricky for a formulator like us. However, there is an alternative. It is known as aspirin. Aspirin, I hear you say, for your skin? Why not? Aspirin is salicylic acid which has been fused with one molecule of acetic acid, vinegar. You know, sometimes if you've ever had a box of aspirin and it's gone past its sell-by date and you get a slightly off, acidy, vinegary sort of smell, that's basically the aspirin and the vinegar, acetic acid and the salicylic acid molecules dissociating. So basically that's why you can smell vinegar. Anyway, the fusion of acetic acid and salicylic acid render aspirin a water-soluble version of salicylic acid. Its applications in making your own skincare are vast, really. It works, as I said before, to slough and exfoliate the dead spent skin cells off the skin, thus revealing brighter, fresher skin underneath. And also because the molecules are so much smaller than the alpha hydroxyl acids, the molecules of salicylic acid are able to therefore penetrate deeper into the skin, giving a far more thorough exfoliation. Salicylic acid is also capable of penetrating deep within the pores, where it breaks up the glue which holds dead skin cells together, and also old sebum. Sebum is the natural oil which is present in the skin. Therefore, making salicylic acid and aspirin ideal for acne-prone and acneic skins. There is an American huge brand which makes its own, shall we say, for the sake of this video, clarity lotion. I do believe they come in 4 different strengths for women and 4 different strengths for men. One of the main ingredients in this clarity lotion, that's not its name by the way, but it's very, very similar to that, shall we say, is salicylic acid. And it basically, a bottle of this clarity lotion from the beauty counters in department stores or online will set you back £34, which is possibly about $50. Again, I'm not an expert on currency conversion. Who is? Yeah, so basically you can make your own clarity lotion far, far, far easier and far, far, far cheaper And also you can tailor it to your own skin, your individual skincare needs. If your skin's slightly more oily, I would advise using slightly more aspirin. If your skin's slightly drier, you can add some glycerin or xylitol, which is one of my favorite ingredients for using in make your own skincare. And yeah, basically, all you need is water, a jug, and some dispersible aspirin, plus or minus preservatives. It's entirely up to you. I don't like to use preservatives really. And because, as I said in one of my other videos, because I use my own formulation so regularly and only make quite small batches at a time, it renders the need for preservatives obsolete, because, as I say, I'm using it every day. Yeah, so in a jug, all you need is, these are 300 milligram tablets of aspirin. It does come in 75 milligrams also. And also it also comes in regular non-dispersible, both of which are water soluble. Obviously the dispersible version disperses far more readily than the regular non-dispersible version. Yeah, so all you need is a jug, some water, I would say 2 or possibly 3 300 milligram aspirin tablets. Mix it up. It will go quite cloudy, and there might be a bit of sediment in the bottom of your jug. Doesn't matter. Pop it in the microwave for maybe 10 seconds to warm it through, and then bottle up. Basically, you can add witch hazel, which I believe the Clarity lotion in the American brand has too. Has witch hazel in, plus or minus various different ingredients, and a load of preservatives too. So you can make your own Clarity lotion for, I would say, 50 pence to £1, because you're paying for your bottle as well as the aspirin, which costs 39 pence, probably about 60 cents US. And you're also paying for your jug. We have to pay for water in England, but you're talking 100 mils of tap water here. I will do a video on what water is best to use for formulations. I only ever use tap water. It's entirely up to you whether you use deionized water or mineral water. There's no benefits really to the skin in using anything other than tap water. So yeah, and once you've got your lotion, you can use it twice a day. As I say, it doesn't have any alcohol in, so it is particularly gentle. You might feel a slight tingle as it goes on the skin. That's it working to break up the glue which is holding the dead skin cells together. Obviously, if you start, I would advise to do a patch test prior to doing any form of new skincare which you haven't used before, and I'll also do a video on how to do a patch test too. Yeah, I'll just show you the bottle which I've already made. Yeah, I'm back. This is one I made last night. I don't know whether you can see, but there's a bit of sediment in the bottom. Can you see it clouding up? All you need to do is, just prior to using, shake, vigorously shake. I prefer sprays, but it's entirely up to you. Cotton pad. Soak your cotton pad. Remove spectacles if you happen to be blind like me. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. I've just had a nice bath, so there's not a lot of muck on there, but it smells, it's a lovely smell. I love the smell of it. It's got a sort of chemically clean, very, very clean smell. Anyway, this one, including bottle, cost me about 50 pence to make, and you can make as much or as little as you want. And compared to the American brand, £34, 60, 70 US dollars, basically does exactly the same thing. Anyway, lots of love, guys. Take care. Bye.